Hello everybody, it's Ronnie with Whip and Chain. I work with Maggie and Lauren to bring you these beautiful crochet tutorials. Today we got a great one. It's called the Pebble Stitch. It is beautiful. They are puff stitches. It is a 4-row repeat, but don't let that scare you. It's the most simplest repeat ever. You can do this just lounging on a lazy day and binge watching shows or whatever. So the front, very texturized, and the back, very flat. So this would be perfect for pot holders and hot mats and scarves and blankets for your bed and cardigans and you name it, hats. This would be perfect. It's beautiful, works up really nice and really fast. So we're going to dive into it. All right, look at the puffs on it. And I chose this multicolor because it's pretty. Now the yarn that I'm using is again from my stash. I'm really trying to stash it up here, but it's Yarnspiration's Red Heart Super Saver. I am very confident that I got this at Joann's, which is no longer with us. But the color of this is Bubblegum Speckle. I love this color. Isn't it gorgeous? It does remind you of bubblegum. Now, I am using a 6mm hook for this. So we're going to dive right into it. So you need to start with a chain, any chain that you want, as long as it's an even count. So 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, and so forth. Just make sure it's an even chain. I'm going to do a small sample for you, just so you know how to do this. So let's get started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22. All right, I'm going to do a chain of 22. Okay. So now, second chain from the hook. I am going to use the back horizontal bars. We did a live yesterday, and I was explaining why these horizontal bars work really nice for your foundation row. It is something I strongly suggest. If you turn over your chain, you have all those horizontal bars, and that's what we're working in. So second chain from the hook, turn it over, and this is our foundation row. This is just single crocheting in every stitch all the way across. So even stitch count for your chain. Then the second chain from the hook, you put a single crochet in, and then you put a single crochet working all the way down the chain. And like I said, this is perfect because it has a flat back, perfect for making a cover for your bed, blankets, scarves, hats, and any other fun project that you can absolutely think of. Oh, baby blankets is a good one because it's a very dense stitch. I don't like blankets that have a lot of holes in it that are made for babies because they could get their tiny little toes or their tiny little fingers caught in those gaps in it. They could bend them and they could seriously get hurt. So I personally don't recommend any crocheting projects with big gaps in there, or even decent sized gaps, because the babies can get hurt. So I am just single crocheting all the way down the chain. This is just our foundation row. Gives us a good start. All the colors in this do remind me of bubblegums. That's why it's so cool. And just show you real quick. By working the back bar, the bottom of your project, has its full chain. So if you want to do a border, you're not scrambling with one bar of your chain. Very nice. All right. So now we're going to turn. We're on chain 1. In that first stitch, put a single crochet in. Let me bring you guys a little closer so you can see what's going on. Single crochet. Now in the next stitch, we're going to do a puff stitch. So wrap your hook, go in your stitch, bring up some yarn. Wrap your hook, go back in your stitch, and bring up some more yarn, and do it one more time. Wrap your hook, go in, bring up some yarn. You should have 7 loops on your hook. Wrap and go through all 7. And then right in the next stitch, do a single crochet. Next, do another puff stitch. We wrap, we go in our stitch, bring it up. Wrap, go in our stitch, bring it up. Wrap, go in our stitch, bring it up. Wrap and go through all your loops. Go right to the next stitch and do a single crochet. Let's do it again. Puff stitch in the next. That's 1, 2, and 3. Wrap, go through all. Now you do not want to pull this really tight as you're doing your loops, because it will make it very hard to go through all the loops once you got them. So I suggest you don't pull it real tight, or you will struggle going through. All right, so you're going to do this all the way down the entire chain. All right, I'll meet you back. Okay, coming up on the end, we have 2 stitches left, so you do your puff. And then in your last stitch, do your single crochet. Now, if your project is curling exactly like mine, that is very normal for this in the beginning, so don't worry about it. Okay, so you turn your work, chain 1, and in every stitch, you're just going to put single crochet. So this is row 2 of the repeats. 1 single crochet in every single stitch. And if you have to twist it a little bit on the top to see on top of your puff stitches, that's really okay. Just make sure you get the full stitch. 1 single crochet in every stitch. See how it twists? That is very normal. As your project grows, it will stop. It's just a puff stitch. There's a lot going on in this, and that's why. All right. Now we're going to work on row 3. We're going to turn. We're going to chain 1, and we're going to put a single crochet in the first stitch and a single crochet in the next stitch. We have to offset the pebbles, because if you build them on top of each other, it's going to make your project wonky. It's not going to be a straight edge. It's going to just keep growing out on an angle. It could actually turn into like a rectangle, kind of funky rectangle, so you don't want to do that. So we have 2 single crochets. Now we're back to the puff. And remember again, don't make it too tight. So the next stitch is a puff, and the next stitch, single crochet. Next stitch is a puff. Next stitch, a single crochet. Next stitch is a puff. And then single crochet. Do that all the way down. Always make sure it's 7 loops, and I'll meet you towards the end. Okay, I did a puff, and I have 2 stitches left. So we do a single crochet and another single crochet. So that was row 3. And then can you guess what the repeat for row 4 is? Yep, it is single crochet all the way across. So let me do this, and I'll meet you back. Okay, when you're going across, make sure you catch every stitch, because you don't want your counts to go off. All right, so that's your 4th row. So then you're going to go back to row 1, which would be chain 1, single crochet in the first stitch, and then right back into the puffs. And then single crochet, and then puff. So this is row 1 again. So it's a puff and a single crochet all the way down, and I'll meet you back. All right, so the repeat of row 1 is done. So row 2, I'm just doing another round with you to make sure you guys are good. It's chain 1 and single crocheting in every stitch going across, and your project should already be starting to flatten out. It's the first row or so that it does that. So 1 single crochet in every stitch going across, and this is row 2. All right, and then row 3 we turn. Remember, this is the offset row, so we put a single crochet in the very first stitch, and then we put a single crochet in the next stitch, and then we dive into our puffs. Puff and a single crochet. Puff and a single crochet, and I'll meet you at the end. I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am. Okay, on this row 3, after you do your puff stitch, you should have 2 single crochets left. And then your 4th row is just chain 1 and 1 single crochet in every single stitch. So if you need help, you can just rewind this video for rows 1 through 4 and just keep repeating and repeating. Let me single crochet across, and I'll be right back. Okay, here it is, the 4-row repeat. It's 2 rows of puffs and 2 rows of single crochet. I'm going to bring over my bigger sample, and I want to show you. So this is the angle. The puffs will keep going for your entire project. And I would always suggest that you end, obviously, on row 4, your single crochets. And this is, it looks like, there we go. And see how the corners are still bending in a tiny bit? As you keep going, they will straighten out. And if you want to make a hot mat or a pot holder with this, I would actually suggest you block it so it stays. That's just my 2 cents on all of it. But this is a beautiful stitch. It works up so beautifully. And please come join us on Facebook, Whip and Chain, and show us your projects. We love seeing, it doesn't have to be a video that we did. It could be anything that you did. We love seeing everybody's crocheted projects. Absolutely, from beginner to intermediate to advanced to anything that you have done. We want to see it. My name is Ronnie. I work with Maggie and Lauren to bring you these crochet tutorials. Until next time, here at Whip and Chain, it is always a work in progress. Until next time, bye-bye, everybody.